What if the key to mastering your life wasn't more comfort, better tools, or even more time, but rather a cold, sharp edge of discipline? What if the ancient wisdom of a lone Japanese swordsman, who lived hundreds of years ago, could cut through the noise of today's productivity hacks and Instagram hustle quotes? In a world full of dopamine-driven distractions, where comfort is one click away and resistance feels like failure, there's a warrior who still whispers through time. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. That man is Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated samurai, philosopher, and author of the Book of Five Rings. Today, we journey into his mind to uncover how his teachings aren't just relics of feudal Japan, but a fierce guide for those of us battling procrastination, indecision, and the trap of modern ease. Hey there, and welcome to the unfolding journey, where we explore timeless ideas, philosophical insights, and powerful strategies to help you live more intentionally, more effectively, and more courageously. If you're someone who's tired of shallow productivity tricks and craves wisdom that actually transforms your mindset, then you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Who is Miyamoto Musashi? To understand how Musashi can reshape our modern thinking, we need to understand the man behind the blade. Born in 1584, Musashi was a Ronin, a masterless samurai who lived a life of wandering, discipline, and unrelenting self-improvement. He fought and won over 60 duels, never once defeated. But Musashi wasn't just a warrior. He was also a calligrapher, a painter, and a strategist. He lived what we might call today a Renaissance life. But it was driven not by passion, but by discipline. At the end of his life, while meditating in a cave, Musashi penned the Book of Five Rings, a treatise on strategy, combat, and philosophy that reads like a brutally honest manual for mastery. He wrote not just about how to win fights, but how to win at life, how to train the mind, cut through illusion, and align with a path that is honest and free from delusion. Musashi's core principle: discipline over comfort. Musashi had no interest in comfort. In fact, he warned against it. One of his 9 principles reads, "Do not pursue pleasure for its own sake." In today's culture, that sounds radical. We're told to treat ourselves, to rest often, and to build balance through comfort. And while rest is necessary, Musashi believed that true strength came from building a foundation that doesn't depend on motivation, mood, or circumstances. He wrote, "You must train harder than your enemy, not in a macho, burnout kind of way, but in a way that puts discipline before feelings." Comfort, in Musashi's eyes, was a trap. It dulled the senses. It made warriors soft. And today, it makes us scroll. It makes us click. It makes us put off doing what matters until we feel ready. But readiness, Musashi taught, is a myth. He never waited for the perfect moment. He trained in rain, in snow, in solitude, and in battle. His productivity didn't come from hacks. It came from living with resolve. The modern productivity problem. We live in a golden age of tools, apps that track our habits, AI that plans our days, endless videos that teach us how to focus better. Yet most people still struggle with basic consistency. Why? Because tools don't build discipline. Choices do. Habits do. Commitment does. Musashi lived without calendars, notifications, or journals. What he had was a mindset of unwavering practice. He wrote, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." He didn't believe in one way to succeed, but he believed every path demanded the same inner quality: intentional discipline. And this is where many modern systems fail us. They give us options but don't teach us resolve. They give us comfort, but not character. Embracing the Musashi mindset in daily life. So how do we take Musashi's ancient philosophy and apply it to our modern routines? Let's break it down. 1. Eliminate the non-essential. Musashi wrote, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." What does that mean? Stop obsessing over how you feel about the task. Stop waiting for it to be perfect. Start doing what matters. That could mean deleting unnecessary apps, removing distracting tabs, saying no to shallow obligations. Discipline starts with subtraction, not addition. 2. Live as if you are already at war. This doesn't mean paranoia, it means urgency. Musashi trained as if his life depended on it, because it did. While your life may not be on the line, your future is. Every moment you waste isn't just a delay, it's a decision. Either you sharpen the blade or you let it dull. So ask, what am I practicing today? Am I reinforcing weakness or strength? 3. Practice over perfection. Musashi didn't wait until he was ready to duel. He challenged live opponents early in life and learned by doing. Today, many of us wait. To start a business until the plan is perfect. To write until the outline is flawless. To exercise until we feel motivated. Musashi would scoff. He believed the way to master anything was repetition with focus, not over-planning. So act, learn, adjust, but do it on the battlefield, not just in your head. Discipline is not deprivation. Now here's where people misunderstand Musashi. They think discipline means becoming a cold, emotionless robot. But Musashi painted. He wrote poetry. He sought beauty. Discipline, to him, wasn't about removing joy. It was about removing distraction so joy could be pure. When you delay gratification, you increase your capacity for deeper satisfaction. When you push past resistance, you grow beyond yourself. True discipline isn't punishment, it's freedom. Freedom from laziness. Freedom from weakness. Freedom from the tyranny of your emotions. And isn't that what we all want? To feel proud of who we are, to live with direction, to stop betraying our potential? Becoming a modern warrior. So how do we begin? You don't need a sword or a battlefield. You need a standard. Try this. Wake up and choose one hard thing. Do it before anything else. Set boundaries around distraction. Not because it's bad, but because your focus is sacred. Review Musashi's principles weekly. Choose one to embody. And most importantly, don't make comfort the reward. Make growth the reward. Because at the end of the day, the most dangerous enemy isn't outside you. It's the part of you that wants to quit, delay, and retreat into ease. Musashi beat that enemy every single day, and so can you. Let me leave you with one last quote from the Book of 5 Rings. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. Musashi didn't fear discomfort. He feared dishonoring his path. In today's terms, that means, don't let temporary pain make you give up on your long-term purpose. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are writing your own Book of 5 Rings. You are building a life of honor, courage, and clarity. You are becoming a modern warrior, not because you win every battle, but because you show up for them. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to cut through the noise, sharpen your focus, and live with more intentionality, then I invite you to subscribe to The Unfolding Journey. We explore ancient wisdom, modern challenges, and powerful mindsets every single week to help you stay on your path. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell icon, and keep unfolding, one disciplined step at a time. Until next time, train hard, stay focused, and honor the way.